Sit up nice and tall, bring your hands together at your heart, and close your eyes. Thank you all so much. All right, you can release your hands and open your eyes. And I want to put a question to you, our first week back at yoga. What is yoga to you? So I'm going to ask you each individually, maybe a brand new sensation or thing, but I want to find out what yoga means to you. Yeah, looking at you, Susie.
So I started quite recently. I don't, oh gosh, this is so not premeditated, but I think what it's brought to me has definitely been a stronger sense of self and of presence, like the whole mindfulness.
Being in the present moment.
For me, because it's not something I've got.
Amazing. Yeah. Cool. Thank you.
Thank you.
Kiss?
I hate gym.
You hate gym. So you come to yoga. Okay, fantastic. Cool. Kate?
So I think, been to one yoga class in my life before. I also hate gym, but
also hate gym.
I could do yoga in an hour, but I somehow haven't got around to it. I feel very stiff, and I kind of think I would just be such a failure at yoga.
Okay, you feel like you'd fail at yoga if you tried it.
I just haven't got the flexibility.
Okay.
I know it comes, but
Yeah.
I don't think.
Okay.
I mean, I'm sitting down thinking, this hurts. Just
Yeah.
like this, you know.
Okay.
And it should be a much lower level.
Okay. Cool. So there's some fears and painful areas there. Okay. All right. Courts?
I like the peacefulness and the quiet and how it makes you feel afterwards.
Okay. The blissed out.
We asked my nieces that today, and they said it's good to quieten your mind.
Amazing. That's fantastic.
What she said about you must be unforgetting.
Just quieten your mind.
Yeah, so that's right.
Oh, sweet. Okay, thank you for that, ladies. I really appreciate that. To me, yoga is learning myself. It's about taking an hour or an hour and a half out of your day and coming to the mat. Hi, no problem. Coming to the mat and spending time with myself. So I get to forget about everything else. There's no cell phone, there's no disturbances, there's no distractions. There's just me and my breath, and that's it. And I've been doing yoga now for 15 years. I'm coming up onto my 16th year. And doing it so often, I've probably done thousands and thousands and thousands of hours of yoga over the years. And every time I stand on the mat, I learn something new about myself. And that for me is what yoga means to me. It makes me fall more in love with myself. Is it Julia?
Yes.
What does yoga mean to you?
It just gives me a place where I can express myself and be calm.
Nice. Lovely. Okay, let's get into the physical and we'll get into a bit of an intention as we go. So you can roll over your ankles and come onto hands and knees to start off with. All right. So the first thing about our yoga practice is ujjayi breath. So start to engage your ujjayi breath. That is a deep inhale and exhale in and out through your nose, slightly constricting the back of your throat. So you're making an audible sound with your breath. Okay. Then sit back onto your heels. Let's measure out our downward facing dog. So sit back onto your heels, bring your forehead down onto the mat. All right, and then walk your hands as far out away from you as you can possibly get them. But keep your bum as close to your heels as you can. Okay. Then keep your hands where they are, come up onto hands and knees. Okay, so this is your perfect measurement for downward facing dog. Hands are mat distance apart, so your pinky fingers are touching the edges of your mat, middle fingers pointing straight forward. Tuck your toes under, inhale to lift your knees up off the mat, and then push your chest all the way to touch your knees. Keep your knees bent for now. Keep your knees bent and push your heart to touch your knees. Kiss, bring your hands a bit further away from each other. Yeah, like that. Okay. Now come right up onto the balls of your feet. Push your chest towards your thighs. Arch into your back a little bit. And then start to ease your heels down by straightening your legs. Okay, downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. If at any point you need to rest, come down onto your knees, sit back onto your heels, take child's pose. Okay, we're going to take 2 more breaths here. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. On your next inhale breath, gently start to walk your feet up towards your hands. So feet all the way up towards your hands. Bring your feet hip-width distance apart, so that's 2 fists in between your feet. And your hands come flat on the mat ahead of your toes. If you need to use blocks here, then use blocks. Okay, so you want your hands and feet to make a square. Okay, I'm a very hands-on teacher. If you aren't feeling like being touched today, just stick up your hand. Okay. Place one hand on each block. Down. Okay, we're going to take 3 more breaths here. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Relax your head. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale, toe heel your feet all the way to touch. Bend your knees slightly, tuck your chin to your chest, and inhale, gently start to round up through your spine. So you can bring your feet closer into your hands, or hands closer to feet, yeah. Rounding all the way up, you're coming to stand in Tadasana at the front of your mat. So make sure you're at the very front of your mat. Toes and heels to touch one another. Grounding solidly down through your feet, growing tall through the crown of your head. For a moment here, close your eyes and bring your hands together at your heart. Take a moment to bring all of your awareness directly onto you. Gather all of that awareness wherever it may be in the world. Bring it into this room, onto your mat, onto yourself. Bring all your awareness onto your breath, the most important part of the practice. You should be breathing in ujjayi breath. Beautiful deep breath in and out through your nose. Slightly constrict the back of your throat. And I want you to think now of the most amazing, phenomenal, mind-blowing thing that could possibly happen to you. And we're going to dedicate the class to that thing happening by using yoga. All right, so looking at yoga more than just physical poses, more than just being flexible. Looking at yoga being an everyday, every moment, every thought lifestyle. So whatever it is that you are imagining right now, this most amazing thing that could possibly happen to you, we're going to dedicate this class to that happening through yoga, through mindfulness, through the understanding that you are pure energy, that you can manifest absolutely anything you want in your life if you can only realize how powerful you are. Opening your eyes, inhale, reach your arms up, palms touch, look to your thumbs, but relax your shoulders. Okay, so you're looking up at your thumbs, relaxing your shoulders down, suck your lower rib cage in, your belly button in, and tuck your tailbone under slightly. Good. Exhale here. Another deep inhale breath. Exhale, bring your hands through your heart fold all the way down into Uttanasana, forward fold. Tan means to stretch. I'm sure you can feel that stretch up the backs of your legs. Inhale to step your right leg back into a lunge, and we're going to hold it here. So you're in a lunge, your hands are alongside your front foot to protect that front knee, and look up to the front of the room. Okay, so you're sinking your hips down as much as you can, straightening into that back heel, that back leg. All right, and we've got 3 breaths. Where's that Ujjayi breathing? Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, step back, downward facing dog. Okay, we know downward facing dog well. You're spreading your fingers wide, pinky fingers touching the edges of the mat. Make sure these middle fingers point straight forward. Moving your shoulder blades away from each other. So imagine you're tucking your shoulder blades into your armpits. One last breath here. Inhale and exhale. On your next inhale breath, move forward to plank pose. Okay, so your body is in one straight solid line. Okay, bum isn't in the air up here. You're not sinking your hips down. You're in one solid straight line. Sucking belly button in. Make sure you're not dropping your head. You're looking down in between your hands, but your neck is strong. Beautiful. Inhale here. Everybody exhale. Drop your knees down first. Shift your weight forward. Keep your bum up. And lower your chin and chest down, upper body strength. Bum stays in the air. You got it? Okay, flatten all the way down. Point your toes, inhale, lift your chest, look up. Exhale, tuck toes, seat to heels, downward facing dog again. Holding it here for 5 breaths. Okay, so you're in your downward facing dog. If you need to come down into child's pose, you take that opportunity. You are breathing, and your mind is absolutely on yourself and absolutely on your intention. 3 more breaths here. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale, yes. Exhale, 3. Inhale, step your right foot forward in between your hands. Grab your ankle, help it forward if you need to. Look up to the front of the room. Exhale your left foot forward. Inhale, reach forward and up, palms touch above your head, look to your hands. Exhale, hands through your heart fold all the way down again into Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale to step your left leg back into a lunge, and we're going to hold it here, 3 breaths. So you're in a lunge. Make sure your front foot is in line with your hands. So take your hands back a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more even. Yes, like that. All right, look up to the front of the room. One last breath here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale here, exhale, step back, downward facing dog. All right, make sure you're pressing strongly into your hands. Each fingertip is pressing down, each knuckle is pressing down. So if I come and try and lift a finger up off the mat, I shouldn't be able to, yes. Inhale, move forward to plank pose, your body in one solid straight line, suck that belly button in. Exhale, lower your knees down first. Shift your weight forward, so you're going to go forward, bend elbows, and bring chin and chest down. I've got you. There we go, yes. All right, flatten all the way down onto the floor. Inhale, point your toes, lift your chest into baby cobra. Draw those shoulders back and down, squeeze elbows in. Exhale, tuck toes, seat to heels, downward facing dog. 5 breaths here. So get clear on your ujjayi breath. Get clear in your intention. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Shoulders away from each other. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Are these fingers pressing down? No, yes. Inhale, step your left foot forward in between your hands. Help that foot forward if you need to. Look up to the front of the room. Exhale, right foot forward. Inhale, reach forward and up. Palms touch above your head. Exhale, come to stand, Tadasana. All right, so arms alongside your body. You're grounding down through your heels, the balls of your feet, growing tall through the crown of your head. Close your eyes here for a moment. Always try and reset at the very front of your mat. And whenever you come to Tadasana, take this opportunity to reset your breath. Come back to that ujjayi breath and come back to that intention. Opening your eyes. Inhale, reach arms up, palms touch, look to your thumbs. Exhale, hands through your heart, fold all the way down. We're going to hold it here for a moment. Bring your feet hip width distance apart. Okay, so hip width distance is 2 fists between your feet. Bend your knees here if you need to. Take your 2 peace fingers on the inside of your big toes and underneath, thumbs on top. Okay. And then inhale, lengthen, look up to the front of the room. Exhale, bend your elbows out to the side. Start to pull your upper body forward and down. Relax your neck, shoulders moving away from your ears, and then start to straighten your legs out as much as possible. Okay, without that spine rounding, relax your neck. Good. We've got 3 breaths here. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale, try straighten your legs. Exhale, 3. Inhale, straighten your arms, look up to the front of the room. Exhale, release your toes, toe heel your feet back to touch. All right. Inhale, right up onto your fingertips, look up to the front of the room. You can come to your shins, your knees, wherever you can reach. Exhale, bend your knees, plant your hands, step straight back into plank pose. Beautiful, strong plank pose. Keep your hands where they are. Exhale, lower your knees down. Again, don't move your hands, shift your weight forward. Chin and chest come all the way down, bum stays up, elbows stay lifted. Inhale, baby cobra, point your toes, lift your chest. Exhale, tuck toes, seat to heels, downward facing dog. Inhale to step your right foot forward in between your hands. Bring your left heel down to the floor. And you're going to lift your torso all the way up. Okay. Have a block handy. Oops, on the right hand side of your mat. Okay. So starting off with the front toes. Front foot is pointing straight forward to the front of the room. Try not to do what I'm doing and hyperextend into that knee. You want to slightly bend it so you're engaging that leg. Back toes are turned in slightly and front foot is bisecting your back foot. Okay, you want to try and lift up through the arch of that back foot and cut the outer edge of your back foot into the mat. Okay, does that make sense? Can everybody feel that that foot is now active and working? Yeah. Bending into this front knee, you can bring hands to your hips. Bending into the front knee, hips are square to the long edge of your mat. Okay, everybody straighten your leg again. Have a look here. As soon as we bend the knee and square the hips, that happens to the knee. That's very bad for the knee joint. Okay, so you want to keep your knee directly over your ankle. So bend your knee, keep your knee there, and then try and square your hips and your body. Don't let that knee collapse inwards. All right. If you're not wide enough, your knee is going to go over your ankle and you're going to put pressure on that joint, and it's actually more difficult. So make sure you've taken a nice big step so you can bend into that front knee. Thigh wants to be parallel to the floor. Okay, So I could come and sit on your thigh quite comfortably, right? I'm coming, everybody's getting it. All right, inhale, reach your arms up. Look over your front middle fingers. You're engaging biceps and triceps, sucking lower rib cage, belly button in, tucking tailbone under. Everybody bending a little bit deeper. Knee towards baby toe. Lots of stuff going on here. Breathing. We've got 3 more breaths in Virabhadrasana 2. Inhale. Exhale, a little bit deeper. Inhale, don't rush your body forward. Keep pulling torso back. Exhale, 2. 1 more, inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale, hands down on either side of that front foot. Exhale, step back, downward facing dog. Everybody can drop down onto your knees, sit back onto your heels, take your knees wide, big toes to touch each other, forehead to the mat. Okay, so we're going to just spend a few breaths in child's pose. Remember, child's pose is obviously a resting pose, and it's important that you try and extend your exhalation in this pose to cool the body down and to bring the heart rate back down. Okay, take another deep inhale breath here. Long, slow exhale. Walk your hands all the way out ahead of you. Inhale, tuck your toes. Exhale, push back, downward facing dog. Okay. Inhale to step left foot forward in between your hands. Exhale, bring your right heel down and lift all the way up. Okay. Hands to your hips. You're going to square your torso, your hips to the long edge of your mat. I think the back row, you 2 ladies, can take a wider stance. So, yeah. Okay. Then front toes are pointing straight forward, front foot bisecting back foot. Inhale here. As you exhale, we're bending deeply into that front knee. Pull your knee towards your baby toe. Don't let it collapse inwards. Okay, so you want to be able to see your toes on the inside of your knee. Thigh parallel to the floor, not leaning too far forward, shoulders above your hips. Inhale, reach your arms up. Looking over your front middle fingers, relax your shoulders. Suck lower rib cage, belly button in. Knee, everybody, knees towards baby toe. Yes. 3 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale, a little bit deeper. Tuck that tailbone under. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Engage your arms strongly. Inhale. Exhale, 3. A little bit deeper. Inhale, hands down on either side of that front foot. Exhale, step back, downward facing dog. You can spend the next 3 breaths either in downward facing dog or in child's pose. If you would like to come down to child's pose. Everybody is breathing here. Beautiful deep breaths in and out through your nose. Slightly constrict the back of your throat, extending that exhalation. Pressing fingers down, each knuckle, each fingertip, shoulders moving away from each other, suck belly button in, ease your heels down. 1 last breath, inhale and exhale. Everybody coming back into downward facing dog. All right. Inhale to step right foot forward, bring back heel down, lift up into warrior 2, Virabhadrasana 2. Beautiful. Exhale here. Inhale, straighten your front leg. Exhale, you're going to re-bend your front knee, bring your right hand to the outside of your right foot. You can use a block here. Okay. Again, don't let that knee collapse inwards. You can bring your left hand to your hip for now. So not allowed to let that knee collapse inwards. You're pressing that knee against your arm. Okay. So your block should be alongside your ankle. Yeah. Okay. So you're sinking really deep. You can have quite a wide stance. Take your left hand to your rib cage, the right rib cage, and twist that rib cage open to the ceiling. Okay. And then inhale, reach left arm all the way over the ear, fingers pointing towards the front of the room, palm facing down. So the more you bend into that knee, the more you're going to have a straight line from your fingertips all the way to the outside edge of that back foot. So bend your front knee, pull your knee towards your baby toe. Open your chest up to the left of the studio. Good. 2 more breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. 1 Utthita Parsvakonasana. Inhale. Exhale. 2. Inhale, bring your hand down to the floor. Exhale, step back, downward facing dog. All right, drop down to your knees, sit back onto your heels, child's pose. So the really interesting thing about yoga, one of the thousands of interesting things about this physical practice, is what we do on the mat is like a training ground for what happens outside in the world. So if you come into a pose like we've just done, Utthita Parsvakonasana, and maybe you feel uncomfortable in it, you feel like you're not doing it right, you feel like you want to give up, and you can take this moment in the yoga practice to have a look at those thoughts, those untruths that you're telling yourself. You're not good enough, you can't do this, I'm not flexible enough, I'm not strong enough. And you can choose to switch that part of your brain off and focus instead on the present moment. Focus on your breath. You're only in these poses for maximum 5 breaths. You can do it. So you're training yourself to change the way you think about yourself. And then you take that off the mat and into your everyday life. So let's try the other side. So come into downward facing dog. Have a block handy on the left-hand side of your mat. Down dog. Inhale, step your left foot forward in between your hands, right heel down, coming up into your beautiful Virabhadrasana 1. And when I say your beautiful Virabhadrasana 1, I don't mean it is perfectly aligned. I mean it's perfect and beautiful for your body. Okay, so front knee is bent. Pull knee towards baby toes. Good. Let's start off by bringing hands to hips. Inhale, straighten your front leg. Exhale, re-bend your front knee. Bring your left hand to the block on the outside edge of that left foot. Okay, so in line with your ankle. Bending into that front knee, pulling your knee towards your baby toe. Take your right hand to your left rib cage and try and open that chest, the rib cage, up to the ceiling. All right? And then right arm comes all the way up and over, fingers pointing towards the front of the room. Tuck your chin to your chest, lastly, and then turn to look up to the ceiling in front of that arm. So you want to imagine that you're being squished in between 2 panes of glass. Bend that front knee towards baby toe. Don't let your head tell you lies about yourself. Most of our thoughts are actually not true. So you have the opportunity now to change the way you think. One last breath, inhale and exhale. Inhale, hand down to the floor. Exhale, step back, downward facing dog. Drop down to your knees, sit back onto your heels, child's pose. Take a moment here, breathe. Come back to your intention. Come back to your breath, extend that exhalation, that intention of imagining the best, most amazing, most unimaginable thing that could possibly happen to you. And dedicating all of your energy, all of your breathing, all of the heat you're building, every single sweat droplet to manifesting this thing in your life. Because you absolutely can. You have all of the ability, all of the potentiality, all of the creativity of the entire universe. We've just, with all of our human crap, we've forgotten that. You can walk your hands all the way out ahead of you and kind of slide yourself onto the mat. So you're coming to lie onto your belly. Okay. Bring your chin or your forehead on the mat, arms alongside your body, palms facing up. All right, so arms extended back, yeah. Coming into Shalabhasana, locust pose. So you're going to press the tops of your hands down into the mat, point your toes and bring your toes and heels to touch one another. So you want to imagine that you're zipping your legs up. You're not going to bend your knees. You're just going to lift head, chest, feet, and legs. Lift everything up off the mat. Hands stay pressing down. You're looking to the top of your mat, so you're lengthening the back of your neck. Sucking belly button in, really pulling those shoulders backwards. Okay, so really engage the shoulders back towards each other. 3 more breaths. Inhale, gazes down. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale, lift as high as you can go. Exhale, lower all the way down, right cheek to the mat. Release completely. Take a deep breath in and a long breath out. All right. Come to prop yourself up onto your elbows. Okay, so your elbows should be directly underneath your shoulders. Forearms parallel to one another, fingers spread nice and wide. Okay, middle fingers pointing forward. So you're not hanging out here, okay, you're active. So you're pressing into your elbows, lifting up, pushing your heart forward, shoulders moving back and down. Gaze is straight forward. Okay, yes, everybody feel the difference between that and that, right? Big toes touch, legs together. You're pressing your feet down, lifting your knees, so your legs are active. Pressing into elbows, lifting up, pulling against the floor or your mat with your fingertips, pushing your heart forward. Okay, so your whole body is active and engaged. Are you breathing? Sphinx pose, 3 breaths. Inhale, exhale, 1. Inhale, exhale, 2. Inhale, lift as high as you can, engage everything. Exhale, take elbows out to the side, stack your hands one on top of each other, forehead to your hands, relax completely. Let your heels flop out to the sides. Take a deep breath in, and a long, slow breath out. Another deep breath in, long, slow breath out. Okay, come back up onto your elbows. Okay, we're going to take this back bend a little bit deeper. So set up exactly the same way as Sphinx. Make sure that your arms aren't out to the sides here. They should be directly underneath your shoulders. Okay. Feet are together, legs zipped up, pressing feet down, lifting knees up. You're going to press into your hands and just lift your elbows slightly off the mat. So you're not straightening your arms. Okay, gaze is lifted, relax your shoulders back and down, suck your belly button in. We got 3 breaths here. Inhale, exhale, 1. Good, try and push your heart forward. Inhale, exhale, 2. Don't let your mind tell untruths about you. Inhale, exhale, lower all the way down, elbows out to the sides, forehead onto your mat or onto your hands. You can gently rock your hips from side to side. Ease out any tension sitting there. Take a deep breath in and a long, slow breath out. Rolling all the way over onto your back. All right, bend your knees, place your feet onto the mat, hip width distance apart. Okay, and brush your heels with your fingertips. So you want your feet quite close in towards your bum. Yeah. Okay. Press into your feet. Inhale, lift your hips up to the ceiling. Walk elbows and shoulders in towards each other. Interlace your hands underneath you. So squeeze the palms of your hands together. Straighten your arms out. Pull your hands towards your feet. Press into your feet. Lift your hips higher. Press into your shoulders and push your heart towards your face. 3 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Don't let your knees flail out to the side. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, release your hands. Gently roll your spine vertebra by vertebra all the way down. And hug your knees up onto your chest. Squeeze them in. All right, gently rock from side to side. And then rock all the way over onto the right-hand side and come up to a comfortable seated position. Okay, extend your legs out. After our back bends, we go into a twist to neutralize the spine. So bend your right knee up, cross your right foot over your left knee, flex that left foot. Okay, you have the option here to stay as you are, or you can bring that left foot back alongside you as long as this right bum cheek doesn't lift up off the mat. If you're lifting up, then keep that leg extended, no problem. Okay, flex that foot if your leg is extended. Inhale, reach left arm up as high as you can. You're creating space in your body. Exhale, elbow comes to your knee, or you grab a hold of that knee. Right hand all the way back behind you. Okay, so everything is active and engaged, including that left hand. Okay, so you can put your left hand up like a stop sign, yeah. Inhale to lengthen up through the crown of your head. Suck your belly button in. Exhale, push against that knee. Turn to twist a little bit deeper. So we've got 3 breaths here. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale, turn to face the front. Exhale, counter twist all the way around to the other side. Inhale, back to center, and extend that leg. Other side, inhale, bend left knee, cross over the right, flex that foot. If you did it on the other side, then bring that foot back on this side as well. Inhale, reach right arm up, create space in your body. Exhale, elbow to the outside of your knee or grab a hold of that knee. Left hand back behind you, flex that left foot, right foot if it's extended, yes. Inhale, lengthen as tall as you can. Push against that knee, suck belly button in. Turn to look over left shoulder. Good. 3 breaths here. Every inhale breath, you lengthening through your body. Every exhale breath, you twisting a little bit deeper. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale, turn to face the front. Exhale, counter twist all the way around. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, extend that leg. Bend your knees, cross ankles over one another, and roll over your ankles onto hands and knees. Okay, onto hands and knees, and then bring elbows down onto the floor. Take a hold of the tops of your shoulders so that your elbows are closer together than your shoulders are. Okay, so elbows really close together. Interlace your hands. Tuck one baby finger underneath so it doesn't get squished, and cross your thumbs over each other. Okay, hands down to the floor. So hands, wrists, forearms and elbows are pressing strongly into the floor. Inhale to tuck your toes under, and exhale, lift your bum up. You can relax your head and then start to walk your feet a little bit closer in towards you for dolphin pose. Okay, we're gonna hold it here. If you feel like you're gonna come out of the pose, try and hold it for an extra 2 breaths, and then you're allowed to give up, only then. Breathe, Ujjayi breath. You are braver than you think. You are stronger than you tell yourself. 3 more breaths here. Inhale, try and straighten your legs out. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, knees down, sit back onto your heels, forehead to the mat. Child's pose, take a moment. Beautiful, deep, full inhale breath. Long, slow exhale. Coming back to that breath all the time, coming back to this present moment. The very first Yoga Sutra is Atta Yoga Nushasanam, which means now, right now in this moment, this is where yoga is happening. If you care to look, if you care to be present, now is all that we have. There's no such thing as the past or the future. All right, you're going to have a look at me. We're going to do moving dolphin now. We're going to try for 10. Okay. If, like I said, if you feel like you're going to quit and you really need to drop down to the floor, do 2 more to build the strength, and then you can give up. Okay. So we're going to set up exactly the same way. You can watch me first. Inhale, tuck toes. Exhale, lift up. And then we're going to bring chin to thumbs. Inhale, exhale back. That's 1. Inhale, exhale 2. Okay. So we're going to try 10. All right. So everybody, elbows down. Interlace your hands, but I'm going to ask you to just release that interlace and take your interlace one along so it feels a little bit uncomfortable. Okay. All right. Did you get that, Kate? Okay, so if you've got your hands like that, then just take the interlace one along. Yes, it's a bit uncomfortable. Okay. Inhale, tuck your toes. Exhale, lift your bum. Look to your thumbs. Inhale, chin to thumbs. Exhale, back. 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. You got this. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale. Exhale, 6. Inhale. Exhale, 7. Inhale. Exhale, 8. Inhale. Exhale, 9. Last one. Inhale. Exhale, 10. Drop your knees down. Sit back onto your heels. Forehead to the mat. And really, really breathe here. Beautiful deep inhale. Long, slow exhale. All right, tuck your chin to your chest. Round up through your spine. You can take your feet out alongside your body and come to sit on your bum. Okay. Bend your knees, soles of your feet to touch, knees out to the sides. Okay. 1 hand space between feet and body. You can move those delicious fleshy bits of your bum back behind you. Okay, so you're grounding the sit bones down and propping your hips forward slightly. Okay. If your knees are all the way up here, you can sit on a block or on a bolster. That also feels quite nice. Okay. Thumbs into the arches of your feet. Open your feet up like a book as much as you can. So the soles of your feet want to point up to the ceiling. And you can feel that opens into your hips a bit more. Does everybody feel that? A little bit? Okay. Everyone's like, Dominique, we need Shavasana. Okay. Pull against your feet. Inhale, puff your chest forward. Roll your shoulders back and down your spine. Okay. Chin is slightly tucked. Suck your belly button in, inhale, and as you exhale, you're folding forward from your hips, okay, not from your spine, so you're not rounding. Shoulders are down, pushing your heart forward. You can use your elbows to press onto your thighs to encourage them down even further. Okay, we've got 3 more breaths here. Inhale to lengthen, suck belly button in. Exhale, push a little bit deeper. 2 more of those. Inhale, shoulders back and down. Exhale, 1. Last one, inhale. And exhale. Inhale, lifting all the way back up. Hands to the outsides of your knees. Lift your knees to touch. You can give yourself a nice big hug. Close your eyes here. Put your chin onto your knees. And take a moment to just think of the last time you gave yourself a compliment. The last time you were super intentionally kind to yourself. Whenever that was, let's make right now that time. So I want you to think of something in yourself that you're super proud of. And tell yourself how magnificent you are, how powerful you are, how beautiful you are, how strong you are, how capable you are, how important you are. And then gently release, lift your head. You're going to take your feet onto the floor, hip width distance apart. Hands back behind you, fingers pointing in towards your bum, coming into reverse tabletop. So Susie, take your feet a bit wider. Yeah. Okay, pressing into hands and feet. Inhale, you're going to tuck your tailbone, lift your hips, try and make your knees disappear from view. And then if your neck is okay, you can drop your head back. We've got 3 breaths here. Inhale, try and open across your clavicles. Exhale, 1. Inhale, press into your feet, lift your hips. Exhale, 2. Inhale, open into your chest. Exhale, 3. Inhale, tuck chin to chest. Exhale, lower all the way down. You're going to turn all the way around to face the back of the room. And prepare now for Shavasana. Oh, thank God. Okay. So you can come to lie down on your back. We're going to come into Shavasana. Do you want one for underneath your knees? That's very comfy. Julia, you want one? Okay, Susie? Okay. Yeah, for the next couple minutes. All right. So your hands are out away from your body, palms facing up to the ceiling. Take a deep breath in and open your mouth. Take a long, slow breath out. Another deep breath in. And one more like that. Breathe out. Last one, deep breath in. Letting go now of your ujjayi breath. Coming back to your natural breath. Taking a moment to check in with your body. Consciously give yourself the permission to relax completely. So scan through your body, see if there's any areas you're holding onto without realizing. Maybe your shoulders, your neck, maybe your bum, lower back. Consciously, presently, relax completely. And then make yourself aware of any emotions that you're feeling right now. And just for the next few moments, just place those emotions to the side. You can pick them up again when you exit. But just for now, let them be. And then bring your mind, your awareness, your consciousness to your mind, to your thoughts. All the practices of yoga are directed to enlightenment, are directed to union with the divine, to yoke together the small self and the higher self. Our thoughts belong to the small self. They belong to the untruths, the labels, the boxes, all the human stuff. The higher self, which is why we practice yoga, to attain or to remind ourselves of this higher self, to remind ourselves that we are that higher self already. That higher self is divinity, it's source energy, it's pure potentiality, it's unconditional love. You are already that. You just need to get over the human stuff and remind yourself that you are magnificent, you are so great and so powerful. So don't become a slave to your thoughts. You are in control. So as those thoughts move through your head for the next few moments, acknowledge them, see them for what they are. They're just a thought. And then let them go, like clouds moving across the sky. Continually bringing your awareness back to this present moment, because this is where yoga happens. This is where life happens. This is where connection happens right now. Place your awareness on anything you can, anything you need to. Your natural breath, the colors behind your eyelids, the feeling of your clothes on your skin, the sounds, the music in the studio. Use whatever you need to keep coming back to the present moment. Letting everything else go completely. Find your special place of peace. Gently and slowly start to bring the awareness back to your body. Take a deep breath in and a long, slow breath out. Wriggle your fingers and your toes. Take your arms back behind your head. Point your toes away. Inhale, have a full body stretch. And exhale, release. Hug your knees up onto your chest, squeeze them in. Gently rock from side to side. All the way over onto your right. Coming up to a comfortable seated position facing me, hands together at your heart. wish you peace, peace, peace. The divine light in me recognizes, respects, and appreciates the divine light in you. When I am in that place in me and you are in that place in you, we are one. Namaste.
Namaste.